The embassy is usually a place of hard work, representing the kingdom's interests in the world's most powerful country. But today, the doors were flung open, and locals and tourists alike flooded in to learn something about Saudi Arabia and its rich culture.
Yeah, we spent many years in Turkey when I was in the military and met a lot of people from the Middle East and all that. So it's a great thing to have this event where you get to visit all the embassies and learn a little bit of the culture. And I think this is a way Americans can learn the different cultures and show that, well, we may have little different governments and different way of living, but we're all basically the same, you know. And it's a great way of doing it. I always have great respect for the Middle East and the style they have and the way they live and some of their traditions. And I think it's a great thing to learn. And of course, the food is always good as well.
Female guests could get their hands painted with henna, something that was particularly popular among visitors. There were exhibitions of traditional Saudi dress. Visitors seemed interested in understanding how the full-length costumes could be the most appropriate in the kingdom's hot climate.
Actually, there are traditional robes that, we wear in Saudi. We're just showing them what actually, males and female wear in Saudi traditionally. And so we have, like basically the bisht and the tobes, the regular tobes that Saudis wear, also the ghutras and the shumaghs. We're showing them what versatility and, for our environment also, how our clothes are, thinner material and what kind of material, cotton or silk and so forth.
Slideshows and video presentations showed off the kingdom's natural beauty and the progress its people have made in developing the country in recent decades. Visitors enjoyed live Saudi music. Guests were treated to dates and Saudi coffee, as well as a generous lunch served under a tent on the embassy grounds.
We were just saying we were very glad that we took the bus all the way down here. It's farther from some of the other embassies, but it's enchanting, and everyone has been very helpful in learning little bits about the culture and the language, and we're enjoying it a lot.
What are you finding interesting? What are you learning that you didn't know about Saudi Arabia?
Well, everyone's been very candid. Everyone's been very candid. We've asked some hard questions or questions we were curious about that you hear in the news, and they
like what?
Like are Arabian women, are women allowed to drive? And they answered very candidly, which we appreciate.
The world is shrinking. These two students from the Middle East had never been to Saudi Arabia, but they discovered its unique culture here in America.
I think the fashion show is pretty interesting. It's nice to see that they have like a bunch of different things for people to see, like the food outside, the fashion show, they have like the arts. Just the whole system is pretty wholesome, I think.
Did you know much about Saudi Arabia? Are you learning new things here?
We're actually from the Middle East, but I've never really been to Saudi Arabia, so it's been an interesting experience. We can try on their clothing, try their coffee. It's different from other Arab countries' coffee, so it's nice to have that opportunity.
This annual event is one of the more popular cultural happenings for residents and visitors to Washington. And although it is located away from the other diplomatic missions, the Saudi embassy proved to be a popular destination. This is the fourth year the kingdom's Washington embassy opened its doors to the public, and the public was happy to come. Visitors learned about the kingdom's culture, fashions, and music, and tasted its cuisine. Judging by the comments of visitors, the day was a big success. Burton Bolag, KSA 2, Washington.